We are working with Common Core State Standards 5th grade math review 8C. Number 1, we have 96 times 22. So we set this up vertically. 2 times 6 is 12. Write the 2, carry the 1. 2 times 9 is 18, plus the 1 we carried is 19. Then we move over to this 2. 2 times 6 is 12. Write the 2, carry the 1. 2 times 9 is 18, plus the 1 we carried is 19. Then we add, we have 2. 9 plus 2 is 11. Write the 1, carry the 1. 9, 10, 11. Write the 1, carry the 1. And we have 2. So 2,112. Number 2, we have 5,012 divided by 3. 3 can go into 5 one time. 1 times 3 is 3. 5 minus 3 is 2. Bring down the 0. 3 can go into 2 6 times. 6 times 3 is 18. Subtract, and we get 2. Bring down the 1. 3 can go into 21 7 times. 3 times 7 is 21. Bring down this 2. 3 is too big to go into 2. So above the 2, we have to write a 0. And we say remainder 2. Well, we used to say remainder 2, and now we say 2 out of our divisor 3. So 1,670 and 2/3. Number 3, we're dividing by different powers of 10. 10 to the first power is just 10. 10 to the second power is 10 times 10, which is 100. 10 to the third power is 10 times 10 times 10, which is 1,000. So to divide by 10 to the first power, we move our decimal 1 place to the left. So it will become 89.12. To divide by 10 to the second power, we move our decimal 2 places to the left. So this will become 8.912. To divide by 10 to the third power, we move our decimal 3 places to the left. 1, 2, 3. So this will be 0.8912. Then we're multiplying by powers of 10 next. So 10 to the second power means 10 times 10, which is 100. So we're multiplying by 100, or 2. Move our decimal 2 places to the right. So our decimal is currently here. Move it 1, 2 places to the right and fill in with 0. So 8700, 8,700. Here we're multiplying by 10 to the first power, which is just 10. So we move our decimal 1 place to the right. We get 451. Okay, and then we have 563 times 10 to the third. So multiplying by 10 to the third, we move our decimal 3 places to the right. 1, 2, and 3. 5,630. Number 4, Jordan needs to write a 20-page report. He has finished 1/10 of the report. How many pages has he finished? Okay, so we have 1/10 of 20. Okay, of means multiply. So this is 0.1 times 20. So we can go ahead and multiply 20 times 0.1. 1 times 0 is 0. 1 times 2 is 2. We had 1 decimal in our problem, so we need 1 decimal in our answer. He has finished 2 pages. Okay, then on to number 5. Order these from the least to greatest. So all of these have the same whole number, 20. Then we look at, so we need to move on to the 10th place. Here we have a 3 in the 10th place, a 7 in the 10th place, a 0, and a 7. So the number that has a 0 in the 10th place will be the smallest. So that's the least. We'll write that first, 20.037. Okay, and then this has a 7, this has a 7, that one only has a 3, so that's the next smallest, 20.37. And then I like to check them off, so I know I've used those already. This is 20.73, this is 20.731. So this one is smaller because it's finished here. If there were a number here, it would be a 0, 730, this is 731. So that's larger, which means this is smaller. That 0, we just wrote that in to help us to compare. So it's actually 20.73 Okay, and then this one is 20.731. And the next set of numbers, writing in order from least to greatest. Again, these are all whole numbers with 1. So we go ahead and look at the 10th place. We have a 2, a 5, a 0, and a 5. So obviously the one that has a 0 in the 10th place is the smallest. So your smallest number would have been 1.025. Okay, and then these had 5. So those will be the largest two. Let's go to these two. They had a 2 in the 10th place. So these are the smallest, or the next two smallest numbers. This is 1.25. If we wanted to compare them, that would be a 0. This would be 1.251. This is 250. This is 251. So the 250 would be smaller. 1.25. Remember that 0 was not actually there. We just used that to help us to compare. Okay, then we have 1.251 will be the next largest. Okay, and then we're comparing these two numbers. Again, 1.521 and 1.52. If you compared it, it would be a 0. So the next smallest number, 1.52. And the largest number is 1.521. And then this next question is just about reading numbers using the appropriate terminology and place value notation, or excuse me, place value pronunciation. So this will be 325. We pronounce the decimal as the word and. So 325 and then we read this number as it's written, 192. And then we say the place value of the last digit. The last digit, the 2, is in the thousands place. So we would read this as 325 and 192 thousandths. And remember, and is the decimal. So this is the decimal point. Okay, and then next number is 987 and 4/10. Okay, number 7 asks us to locate 71 hundredths on the number line. This is 0.7, this is 0.8. If I count in between, these will be tenths, or excuse me, these will be hundredths. So this would be 71 hundredths, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80. So 71 hundredths would be this first one right here, 0.71, and we would plot a point right there. The 5th grade, number 8, the 5th grade class collected 62 cans for the food drive. The 6th graders collected 186 cans. How many times more cans did the 6th grade collect? So if I rounded this to 60 and rounded that to 180, it would be 3 times as much. So I'll just check that here. 62 times 3. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 6 is 18. So yes, 186. So the 6th graders collected 3 times as many cans as the 5th graders. All right, and then that was Common Core State Standards 5th grade math review, lesson 8C.